How's it going, YouTube? We got a new Twosun knife today. If you've seen one box, you've seen them all. We got the TS432. And here's the knife. New design that just dropped. And with Twosuns, I haven't bought one in a while because it's either love it or hate it with me. There's a lot of stuff they make that I don't really like. This one retailed for $90. If you get the colored titanium, it's $100. Of course, you can get it on eBay and possibly get it cheaper. This is a Max design. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so just say Max. He does a lot of great designs. This one's in K110 steel, which is kind of weird. They do a lot of D2 stuff, but this is the first one I've seen in K110, which is basically D2, so I don't know. This one's a little bit big too. You got a 3.75 inch blade if you measure from here, and you got 4 inches down here. And it's like I said, K110. You got a satin finish, and it's kind of a sheep's foot, the upswept sheep's foot. It's definitely different. And you got a flat grind. It's pretty thick up here on the blade stock, but it comes down pretty thin behind the edge. Blade stock, I got 3.8 millimeters or 0.15. Overall length of 8.43 inches. Let's compare it to a few knives. Twosun TS432, I think. Yep. Pretty much the same length. Getting a lot of glare. Here's another Twosun. Can't remember the number of this one off the top of my head, but I'll try to put it in the video. These are about the same length, except these two are in 14C, which is a little bit better for me. Petrified fish stamp. It's about the same length. And the Spyderco PM2. A little bit smaller, but pretty close. Got a 4.73 inch handle, 0.55 inches wide, and the closed width in the pocket's 1.5 inches. And you got T8 body screws, except for the steel lock bar insert, it's T6. You got a weight of 4.5 ounces. Not the lightest knife, but considering the size and all the titanium, it's not bad. Do think there's a little bit of cutout on the inside, yes, for weight relief. It's always nice to see. Got a milled titanium clip, a little bit longer than average it seems like. I don't know if you'd call this deep carry, but it's close to deep carry. And the handle, you got this red G10 inlay with a little bit of texture, and the milled titanium that's been stonewashed. Well, I like to see stonewashed titanium. It's more of a user when they do it like that. And this is a frame lock or a subframe lock. Good lock up. And you got a couple deployment options, of course, the flipper tab. I can't feel it really. You also got this hole or the fuller you can reverse flick off, or thumb flick. Do have about a halfway back spacer, titanium, flush with the scale, and a lanyard hole. Not much of a sharpening tool. But let's check out the edge and see how good it cuts. Alright, dislikes on this knife. The clip's a little bit long, kind of looks funny, but works great. Lock bar cutout should be on the inside, just like all other frame locks. Sharpening choil, which they usually get right on Twosun. Surprising that they didn't. And probably my biggest complaint besides this still, well, I got two more complaints. When you grip it onto it, it's pretty comfortable, except for this little bit of G10 kind of stabs you a little bit if you grab it the right way. I could probably knock it down with a file. Also, it appears that there might be a little bit of rust, which is weird. That came from the saturated in oil. I don't know, I scrubbed on it with alcohol for a couple minutes and it didn't come off. It's like a brownish color. There's another spot on the other side. Right there. It doesn't look like rust on camera, but it does off of camera. I don't know, I can get that off, but a new knife should not have rust on it. Yeah, do have good access to the lock bar, or the frame lock. I do like this design quite a bit. Do wish it was in a different steel, but it's what it is. I'm not really going to link this knife because it's kind of like a moving target. You can either find it on eBay, White Mountain Knives, or Amazon. It's a TS432. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Instagram, it's linked down below, and give me a like or a comment, and see you on the next one.